Welcome back to Apollo. Today we'll be taking another look at the popular subreddit r/EntitledParents. I don't care that your foot is broken. My son is tired and he needs this wheelchair. EM goes Super Saiyan. Hey all, so this happened a few days ago, and I'm just now feeling decent enough to type it out for y'all. Not an EM-induced issue, just me being a sickie. I fly a lot. I've been surprised that the last couple of times I haven't encountered any entitled people or. In fact, it went pretty smoothly. I thought, holy the curse is lifted. But we wouldn't be here if that had stayed the case, now would we? A few weeks ago, I hurt my ankle doing some filming, and have been ordered to wear a boot and take it easy while my leg heals. It's been trying because I thought I'd be better by now, but the healing process on this injury is a slow one. I arrived at the airport and opted for a wheelchair, given how much my foot was already hurting. I'm hobbling around in this giant boot, obviously tired, and now with a wheelchair. Probably best to leave me alone. Checking in, and security goes fine. Everyone oohs and ahs at my cat while I take him out and hold him so security can do their thing. I don't blame them. My first son is a stunner and a cuddle bug. As they're swiping me for bomb residue, I see a little kid, between 4 and 7, I guess. I'm bad with guessing ages of children. Nudge his mom and point at me. I think nothing of it, and put my fur baby back in his carrier and hobble my ass back over to the wheelchair. We grab my bag and shoes, and I pop the carrier on my lap, and we're good to head to the gate. I make some conversation with the guy helping me out while. I notice the kid and his mom also seem to have this gate. The guy helping me out finally parks me by the gate, and after petting my cat a bit, he heads off. Now it's very crowded. I don't think there's an open seat near our gate at all. If you haven't traveled with a wheelchair assist before, usually one of two things will happen. Either they leave you in the wheelchair by the gate and you can walk into the plane with the rest of the passengers when it's time, or in some cases, they will directly wheel you to the plane door. This time, I was left by the gate. I put the carrier on the ground next to me and made sure I have all my stuff from security. Eventually, I'm just f***ing around on my phone waiting for the flight when I feel a tap on my shoulder. I pull off my headphones. It's the EM. Protector of Entitlement, 27,000 of her name, Mother of Karens, and Harbinger of Doom. Her crotch goblin next to her. He seems to be interested in my cat, so I watch him slightly to make sure he doesn't hurt him. I don't mind him looking and playing peekaboo. EM. Excuse me? Hi, my name is Karen. Not real name. Me. Oh, hi Karen, how's it going? EM. Looks shocked. First of all, I'd appreciate if you call me ma'am or Miss Karen. Learn some manners. Me. Okay, did you need something, Karen? EM. I asked you once to just. Anyways, that's not important right now. I need you to get up. Surprised that she's dropped the ma'am thing, maybe she really does need my help with something. Me. Is everything okay? Did I get rolled onto some of your stuff? I can move the chair so you can look if you need. EM. No. I don't need you to move the chair. I just need you out of the chair. Me. May I ask why? EM. Getting pissed. Well, aside from the fact that an adult is asking you for something and you should do it, if you must know, my son is tired and needs a place to sit. Excuse the f*** out of me? I'm not a child, I'm 25. I don't have to call her ma'am, and I certainly don't have to do what she says just because she's an adult. Obviously, I don't say that to her. I'm still respectful. Me. Nervous laughter. Big mistake there. Oh, I'm sorry, but I think I'm just gonna stay in the chair. EM. You're laughing at my child's pain? What kind of trash are you? Me. No, sorry. You just caught me off guard. I thought you needed my help with something. EM. I do. I need you to get up so my baby can sit. Me. As I said, I'll be staying in my chair. Maybe there's some seats in between the gates where you and your son could sit and wait. EM. But he's tired. It's too far to find empty seats. There's only some at the food court. Me. And I'm injured. It would also be too far for me to walk to the food court area, only to walk back 15 minutes later. EM. We saw you standing in security. You can stand. Here. She hits the wall next to me for emphasis. You have something to learn, so give us the chair. Me. No. Please leave me alone. I will stay right here till it is time for me to go inside. EM. Really? You won't help a poor child? You're heartless. Me? Sure. If you say so. Puts headphones back in because this conversation is over. I'm done. She huffs and grabs her kid and walks away. The end. Just kidding. Not 2 minutes later, as I'm minding my own business, engrossed in my phone and ignoring the outside world, I feel this tug on my boot, and then enormous pain going through my foot. What the f? This kid is trying to climb onto me. He used my boot as a little step stool almost and tried to hop onto my lap. Obviously, the second I felt him on me, I pushed him off out of instinct. I'm not a jungle gym. I pull out my headphones, and the kid is on the ground crying in full tantrum mode. EM comes running screaming, how could I attack her child? The flight attendant also saw the commotion and comes over to see what's wrong. Before I can say anything, EM is sobbing to her. She hurt my baby! She attacked him! I want her off this flight! Oh, baby, are you okay? She's talking to her kid now. Kid. Mommy, she didn't let me sit. You told me she would let me sit on her lap. Tell her to let me sit, Mommy. Starts making incoherent sheep noises. EM. See what you did now? Just give us this seat. As of right now, I'm still in my chair. Kid is on the ground. EM is practically trying to shove me out of the chair. I'm still in a fair amount of pain and now extremely pissed off that this is making a scene. Flight attendant, FA from now on. Ma'am, what exactly are you trying to do here? EM. I just need this chair. Look, tell her she will be allowed on the plane again if she just gives me this chair. FA. Ma'am, she has done nothing wrong. Please leave her alone. She is an injured traveler. The chair is for her. The chair is for people who need it, and right now, my son needs it. She's been rude and has attacked my son. If he won't give me her chair, I want her removed from the flight. Right now. FA. Ma'am, you are harassing other passengers. That is not allowed. Now I will give you one chance to calm down, apologize to this young lady, and hope that she doesn't wish to press charges. EM. Charges for what? Being a How is she even allowed on a plane with that thing? That's illegal. It's probably feral and will attack everyone during the flight. Me, fed up and now pissed that she's talking about my cat. Lady, I have asked you multiple times to leave me alone. My cat has a ticket. He is allowed to be here and travel with me. And it seems like he's a lot better trained and well behaved than your little stain of a kid. Though I'm not surprised he's turning out this way when his mother is behaving like a child. Get out of my face before I take the lady's advice and press charges. FA. Ma'am, she's allowed to have a cat. She has paid for a ticket for her animal. It is perfectly legal and within airline rules. Your behavior, however, is not. This is my last warning to you. Please leave this passenger alone. The EM is red in the face. She pulls her kid up and starts walking away, and they stand about 5 feet from me, glaring at me. I'm now weary and keeping an eye on them. She whispers something to him, and before I know it, he's running at me full speed and basically aiming for my cat carrier. I don't know what he planned to do, but my mama cat instincts kicked in, and I stuck my leg out just in time. The kid jumped and basically fell onto my foot, effectively blocking him from landing on my cat, while also gleaning a scream from me because that hurt my leg. The FA has had enough. She calls for security and then comes to check on me, as I am now crying along with the spawn of Satan. He ran to his mommy, and the EM is now holding him, and she looks ready to tear into me. EM. Why would you hurt my child like that? You witch! Me. Why would you send your kid to attack me or my cat? This is the second time he's gotten hurt doing stupid you told him to do. EM. I would never. Kid. But Mom, you said to sit on the kitty's box and squish him as hard as I can. EM, to her kid. Shut up! That is not what I said. Security arrives, and FA tells them that they need to remove a passenger. EM, for some reason, thinks she's still in the right and steps aside, telling the guys, She's right there! Take her away! She hurt my kid! The FA and I shared a gobsmacked look before she turns to EM. FA, Ma'am, you and your child will not be allowed to fly with us today. Security will escort you out and your bags will be retrieved when possible. Please gather your things and follow these gentlemen. EM looked like someone slapped her with a fish. What do you mean? She's the one who's being rude. You need to kick her off this flight. I'm fine. I haven't done anything wrong. My son and I will be getting on this plane as he has to be back for summer camp and we can't afford to find a new flight, so we will be staying. FA, you will not be allowed on this flight. Not today, not ever. Please leave calmly with these men or they will drag you out. She tries to protest some more, but eventually takes her hellspawn and leaves with security, cussing me out and telling me Jesus has a special place in hell for people like me. And finally, I get to fly in peace. I had to go to the doctor the next day, and my ankle definitely didn't take those hits well. I'll be in the boot longer than anticipated. The airline called me to get my statement and offered me vouchers as compensation for my troubles, and informed me that the passenger has been barred from traveling with their airline in the future. I think they're just happy I'm not pressing charges. My fur baby and I are home and cuddled in bed, and I hope that had to spend so much extra money to get her kid home on time.